Here's the thing, you don't need 50 different vanilla fragrances. You don't need dozens of chocolate or caramel fragrances. If you're like me and you're trying to be very mindful about what you add into your collection and curate your fragrance collection as it is, you only really do need several standouts in each category. I've been trying to curate my collection and be very mindful about what I'm adding to my collection. As I look at these fragrances, I really truly love them. These are some amazing perfumes, but I also know that I don't really need any more fragrances in these categories because, to be quite honest with you, I'm already happy with these fragrances and I don't need any more like them. I don't want to have repetition in my collection. I don't want to spend money mindlessly when I can easily explore other fragrances and other categories that I don't currently own. If this is your first time on this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I love fragrances. I talk about them here every weekday, Monday through Friday. I also publish additional videos on TikTok and Instagram under the username ANECHKAFRAGRANCES. And if you're interested in fragrance history, I do have a podcast called The Fragrance Report. I publish a new episode every Wednesday over on Spotify. And if you're interested in watching the video version of the episode, I do publish a video version of each podcast episode as well here on YouTube. So I'm actually filming this video because I did a poll on my community tab asking what you wanted to see, and I had a few video ideas listed, and this was one of them. A lot of you really wanted to see this video, so that's why I'm publishing it. But if you're interested in perhaps being a part of my future videos, if you'd like to vote in future polls about what videos you want to see, definitely subscribe so you can get notified when I put out posts on my community tab. I post on the community tab literally almost every day. It's such a great way for me to connect with you guys, for me to get feedback from you. And to be quite honest, I have so many ideas, but often I don't know what you want to see. So me posting these polls lately has been super helpful when I've been planning videos, when I've been planning content, and I really do appreciate you voting. So with that being said, let's get into this video because we have a lot of fragrances to talk about. And by the way, I am looking forward to trying more unusual and more inventive fragrances in 2025, and I will be filming a video where I talk about the fragrance categories that I want to add to my collection. I'm still putting together that video and I think it'll be up after this one, so definitely keep an eye out for that because I have some really interesting fragrances on my wish list that I am really keen on trying. So the first category that I literally do not need any more fragrances in, and this is a category that has been filled to the brim, to be quite honest with you, because I have so many amazing fragrances in this category that I truly do not need anymore. And I might still add fragrances like this in my collection, but I don't really need them. So that would be chocolate. That's the first category, chocolate. I don't need any more chocolate fragrances. I already have so many. Chocolate musk is of course a firm favorite. I'm actually wearing it on my wrist today. I love this fragrance. It's so good. Excellent if you're looking for something affordable. This is around $5 on Amazon. Perfect. Velvet Chocolate by Theodoros Kalatinas. Also standout. This smells like chocolate cake. Yeah, chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. So photorealistic. I really don't need anything other than this. Another category, or another perfume in this category, Guilty Pleasures by Haya. I have a 20 milliliter of this, and it's a beautiful, pillowy, soft, slightly floral chocolate fragrance with some citruses. I love this. It's really good. And then I also have Choco Exclusive by Viva More. This is a little bit more unusual. It has notes of maple syrup, pancakes, chocolate. It's kind of like cake-like in the way the chocolate's done here. It's really interesting. So again, you have in this segment 4 fantastic chocolate fragrances, and I honestly probably have more that I definitely know that I have more chocolate fragrances that I haven't even mentioned, okay? But these are 4 really strong contenders, and I don't really need any more fragrances in this category. Another category that I definitely do not need any more fragrances in would be powdery vanillas. And I have these 2 fragrances here. I have Une Nuit Nomade by Al Haramain and Une Nuit. Both of these fragrances are fantastic powdery vanilla fragrances that smell so luxurious, that smell beautiful. This one is a little bit more woody. It has additional notes of, I think, kumquat and violet. It's really beautiful. So amazing. Love this perfume. And then I also have Une Nuit. This is a fantastic photorealistic, light, bright, almost sparkling, powdery vanilla fragrance. It's so good. Both of these fragrances are excellent. I have made dents in both of them. Une Noir is up to here. You can clearly see that I've used Anya Powdery a lot as well, but I really don't need any fragrances besides these. I think I'm good. These are standouts, 10 out of 10. I don't need anything more. Another category that I do not need, coffee. And I just have one fragrance to share with you. I have other fragrances in my collection that have the coffee note, but when I got this fragrance, this definitely was it for me. Like when I tried this fragrance, I was like, you know what? After this fragrance, I won't necessarily be seeking out coffee fragrances anymore because this is just perfect for me. I've had this fragrance for years and I've made like a dent in it, but also keep in mind, this is one of the stronger coffee fragrances I've ever smelled. It's very intense. My bottle did leak slightly, but that's totally fine. But this is, I almost sneezed because I almost like inhaled it a little bit too much. And this is a gorgeous, photorealistic, beautiful coffee fragrance. There's nothing I would change about this, and I don't need anything else. Like I'm good with this. Like I really, truly am. Another category that I'm all set on would be vanilla, specifically caramel vanillas. I guess you can lump this into one category, but I already have Vanilla Skin, which, you know, fits the bill. This is kind of like a woodier caramel vanilla. It's really beautiful. And then I have Cheirosa 71, Toasted Macadamia, very photorealistic. As you can see, I've loved this fragrance a lot. It's kind of like a body mist, but it's super strong. And then Naughty Nona, this is a slightly spicier version of a vanilla fragrance. I don't know if it strictly has caramel. I don't think so, but it's a kind of like almost like an iced vanilla. I put these fragrances in this video because they kind of all adhere to that same hyper gourmand vanilla. I mean, these have caramel. This one doesn't necessarily have it, but it's really focused on like kind of like that sweet gourmand vanilla. And I love these fragrances. I think they're great, but I don't really need like any fragrances in addition to these. Like I think I'm done in this category. Of course, I might end up with more fragrances in any of these categories, but I'm not seeking them out actively. So I'm good with these. So the next category is honeyed white florals. This is a category that I'll probably end up increasing in my collection. I'll probably end up having more fragrances in my collection under this category, but I say that knowing that this is a really strong category in my collection. I don't need to add more fragrances like this in my collection. I already have some really good ones, two of which are Fakar by Latafa. This is a grape-like tuberose and I think orange blossom scent. Gorgeous, so good. This is fantastic. It smells amazing. If you're looking for something similar to L'Interdit by Givenchy, this is stunning. Chef's kiss, wonderful. I don't wear it that much anymore, but I really loved it back in the day. And similarly, I also have a wand by Latafa. This is like caramelized, honeyed orange blossom. Stunning, amazing. I don't really wear white florals like this anymore. I'm talking like heavier, sweet white florals. I don't wear that as much. But if I do need to go back to it, I have these fragrances. Like these are really, really, really excellent in my opinion. Next, I have Pistachio. You guys know how I feel about Pistachio. If you are a regular viewer on this channel, you know my thoughts on Pistachio. Khair by Paris Corner. This is a pistachio fragrance. I already like it. There's nothing bad I would say about it, but if I had to look for a pistachio fragrance, if I needed a pistachio fragrance, I would just go for this. I don't love it, but this serves its purpose. This is the pistachio fragrance that I go for. So Khair by Paris Corner, or Khair Pistachio, sorry, by Paris Corner. It just fits. It's a nutty pistachio with some citruses. It's really beautiful. It works. It smells like pistachio gelato, but more focused on that creamy gelato. Beautiful. It's really nice. I don't really need another fragrance like it. So next up is a fragrance that almost, I think, inspired this video. I would say this is a fragrance that I tried it, and right when I tried it, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this category. I don't need other fragrances in this category because I truly have found the best. And that is Sora Dora Mallow. If you're looking for that ideal marshmallow, pillowy, soft orange blossom, think Oriana, think Ensemble Gold by Lattafa. This is better than all of them that I've smelled. I have smelled so many fragrances in this category, and this is truly the best. It's Mallow by Sora Dora. It has beautiful gourmand notes, and it also smells like a violet marshmallow. It smells phenomenal. It's gorgeous. It's gourmand. It's a powerhouse. It lasts all day. The quality is spectacular. I don't need another fragrance in this category. I already have this one. And I've made a little baby dent in it, but this is a really strong fragrance. A little bit goes a long way. It'll last for days. I think I wore this one day, and then the next day someone was commenting on my fragrance, and I don't think I had sprayed myself with any fragrance that day. So that just tells you how strong it is. It's amazing. I don't need another fragrance like it because I already love this one. So there you go. All right, so the final category is jasmine, specifically Indolic jasmine, ambery jasmines. I have two representations of this to share with you. I have Song for a Queen. I think this is a play on orange blossom, but it kind of smells to me like jasmine a lot of the time. And it's like a beautiful, sweet Indolic white floral. And then I also have Alien by Mugler. This is, again, an Indolic leaning jasmine fragrance that's ambery, that leans a little bit soapy, but both of these fragrances are rather similar. So what I'm trying to say in this particular segment is I don't need Indolic white floral scents anymore. I think I'm all set. But then again, as I've stated repeatedly throughout this video, this is a fragrance category that's pretty common. So if I do end up adding more fragrances like this to my collection, that just might happen, but that's not going to be super intentional. I'm not actively seeking out fragrances in this category. I love this category, but I technically don't need any more fragrances like these. All right, so that's it for this video. Those are all the fragrances that I wanted to mention today. I probably could do a second video talking about some other fragrance categories that I have enough of because, to be honest, I had so many fragrances and so many types of fragrances to talk about that this video was turning pretty long, so I did have to cut it. But let me know, do you relate to this feeling? Do you have fragrance categories in your collection that you're kind of thinking, okay, I'm done. I'm done with these fragrances. I don't need any more. Not because I don't like these fragrance categories, but just because I'm at my limit. I don't need any more. I've, smelled all I need to smell in this category. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you have anything similar in your collection or any similar experiences. Thank you for watching till the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.